So this is a story that's sort of funny, sort of not. You decide. So I was acting for a company, and they were suing a former employee because he had allegedly stolen trade secrets. And there's something called an ex parte, and it's spelled, which is important to the story, EX, new word, PARTE, which basically means without notice to the other side. An ex parte injunction is very hard to get, and you can get one in an emergency situation where there's great doom soon to occur unless the order is granted. It's only good for 7 or 10 days. In any event, I went to court to get this ex parte injunction. And the judge I was before, his name was Justice Montgomery, newly appointed to the bench, and he was, in practice, dealing with personal injury cases. He probably never seen an ex parte application in his life before. As situation will reveal, that's probably true. Any event, I was there making the pitch to get the injunction, and he decides to give me the order, and I got to have a draft order already typed out. And he said he wanted to add one more term to the order, and he said something about anyone else being affected, blah blah blah. But the point of the story is, he wrote out in his handwriting the word ex parte, except he spelled it EXPARTY, which is not the right spelling. Any event, nothing can change that. I was happy to get the order. And then about a week later, I was back in courtroom 4 again in Osgood Hall, the same courtroom where Oscar Fonseca was shot, unfortunately. And I'm trying to get this order extended until the trial. And the courtroom's full of lawyers, about 30, 40 lawyers. They're all waiting for their cases to be heard. And I'm up first. And the judge, his name is Justice Robert Reed, who's a very finicky, old school, technical guy. And he says to me before the argument starts, he says, "Mr. Harris, whose handwriting is this on the court order?" And I knew where he was going. And I said to him, "My lord," which ironically was the etiquette at that time. You had to call a judge my lord. It's now your honor. I said, "Well, my lord, I think it might be best if we talk about this issue privately in your chambers, i.e. get out of the courtroom, because I'm going to embarrass somebody." And he said, "I want to know right now." I said, my lord, I think it might be better to discuss this. "I want to know right now." And he's pounding on his desk. And I said, "Mr. Justice Montgomery." And the whole courtroom exploded with laughter. He put his head down on the bench for at least half a minute. And I knew at that time, my case is screwed. All because Justice Montgomery didn't know how to spell ex parte. And it was incredibly unfair, but that's what happened. He dismissed the continuation application. He was pissed. He was embarrassed. Had he listened to me, blah, blah, blah. Any event, that's life. The typo ruined my case. Try telling that to a client.